A New Orleans family cleaning their overgrown backyard has unearthed an archaeological mystery that stretches across 2 millennia and an ocean. What they discovered hidden beneath the weeds was a marble slab bearing ancient Latin inscriptions, including the phrase "spirits of the dead." This isn't just an old stone, it's a 1900-year-old Roman grave marker that had been missing for decades. The accidental discovery had launched an international investigation connecting a modern American backyard to ancient Roman sailor and solving a historical mystery that began in 2nd century Italy. The story began in March when anthropologist Daniela Santaro and her husband were cleaning vegetation behind their New Orleans home. They uncovered a mysterious marble tablet with Latin characters. Recognizing the potential significance, Santaro contacted classical archaeologist Susan Lasnia at Tulane University. When Susan saw the images, she immediately knew this was something extraordinary. The inscription identified the slab as the grave marker of Sextus Congenius Verus, a Roman sailor who served in the Imperial Navy for over 2 decades aboard a ship named Asclepius after the Greco-Roman god of medicine. He died at the age 42 and was described on the stone as well-deserving. The grave marker dates back approximately 1900 years to the 2nd century. It originally stood in a cemetery of about 20 military graves in Civitavecchia, Italy, about 30 miles from Rome. The cemetery was first discovered in the 1860s, and this particular tablet's text had been recorded in 1910 Catalogue of Latin Inscriptions, which already noted its whereabouts were unknown. Before the World War II, the tablet was documented as being in the National Archaeological Museum in Civitavecchia, but the museum was largely destroyed by Allied bombing during the war. The artifact disappeared during the chaos and had been missing for decades. So how did this ancient Roman artifact end up in New Orleans' backyard? The mystery began to solve itself when media reports about the find circulated. Erin Scott O'Brien saw the news and recognized the marble slab she had once owned. She explained that her grandfather, Charles Paddock Jr., a Orleans native who served in the US Army in Italy during World War II, had brought the tablet home. He married an Italian woman named Adele during his deployment, and like many soldiers of his era, he returned from the war with souvenirs. O'Brien had inherited the tablet, used it as a garden decoration, and then forgotten it when she sold the home in 2018. The FBI's art crime team is now involved and working with Italian authorities to repatriate the artifact back to Italy. Measurements recorded in historical documents matched the New Orleans tablet exactly, 1 square foot in size and 1 inch thick, leaving no doubt about its identity. Archaeologist Susan noted that for the Roman sailor Sextus Congenius Verus, this rediscovery fulfills the original purpose of Roman grave markers, to ensure the deceased would be remembered. After being missing for decades, his memory is now being celebrated worldwide, nearly 2000 years after his death. This extraordinary chain of events, from Roman cemetery to an Italian museum, through a world war to an American backyard, and finally soon back to Italy, shows how history can surface in the most unexpected places. The story of Sextus Congenius Verus has now been recovered both physically and historically. As Susan reflected, if there's an afterlife and he's in it, and he knows he's very happy because this is what a Roman wants, to be remembered forever. What began as a routine yard work has given us all a reminder that history is never truly lost, just waiting to be rediscovered.